Hi FlossTube. This is Sam. This is Stitching in Hand. This is FlossTube. I think it's number 12. I have to double check that. As the kids say, it's been a minute. I think it's been about a month since my last FlossTube. Where does the time go? It goes really quickly. The older I get, the faster time goes flying by. I'm sure that's the same for everybody. I don't know why that is, but I'm glad to be back. I don't really know what I've been doing for the last month that has kept me away. I made my daughter's prom dress. I know I was working on that earlier, or the last time we talked, and I finished it, and I'm going to try to put some pictures in of that. It turned out really cute. It ended up that it was a black dress, and fitted and with a slit, all that kind of stuff, and I didn't have enough fabric as it turned out, although I measured twice, cut once, but for whatever reason I didn't have enough fabric, so I knew it wasn't going to be full length. So she was fine with that though, so we ended up making it kind of a T length, and she decided to wear red shoes, so it looked really cute, like these bright red shoes and the black dress, and her flowers were red, and she had red lipstick. She looked great. So it all worked out, and she said later, it was good because I could dance. I had, I wasn't tripping over my dress, so it was fun. So my happy accident, or it wasn't an accident, it was just there wasn't enough fabric. So anyway, I'll try to post some pictures of that, and much to her dismay, I'll post pictures. So anyway, let's see what's going on here. I've got one thing that I'm working on, one thing I've finished. I have some fully finished things, got a bunch of new things, and a couple of books. So I hope you'll stick around and listen to all the stuff I have to show you, or say and show you. So to begin, I am working on, okay, so this is kind of a mixture of something I've gotten that's new and something I'm working on. So I got this fabric from my Bestitch Me subscription. I think this is the color subscription. I forget exactly what they call it. So this is this is way out of my comfort zone. Like, I am not a purple, I don't typically stitch on purple. So I thought, okay, I have to embrace this. What can I stitch on this that will make sense and that I will enjoy? So I opted for this. So this is Jardin Privé, and it is the Lady Halloween. It's kind of a Quaker-esque sampler, and it's cute. And I don't typically stitch for Halloween either, because it's one day, and I don't know. It's not that I don't celebrate Halloween. I'm not a big Halloween. I just have minimal decorations for Halloween, things like that. So anyhow, I decided that would work on this purple fabric. So what happened to the black? Wait a minute. Don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay, so here are the three colors that I'm using. It's black, and they're all DMC, and a darker gray and a lighter gray. I hope that it will work. I don't know. Here's where I've gotten so far. I made a mistake, so I'm ripping something out over here. But again, this purple is pretty far out of my I wouldn't have picked it. Let's put it that way. It's just not my, You know, and maybe what I ought to do is go into my Be Stitch Me account, and I get a neutral color every month and a colorful color, and it was really super colorful. So maybe it was more colorful than I anticipated. Anyway, we'll see. So I'm working on that right now. I have not picked up Oh Joyous Day since the last time we talked, so I didn't even bring that up because I've made zero progress on it. But what I did start and finish, and I didn't bring my little white piece of cardboard. Oh dear. I'll put it on the back of this. Let's see, this should work. This is Teresa Colgate's Be Kind. Now this fabric, wait a minute, now this fabric, I believe this was one of the fabrics I got last month in that Be Stitch Me neutral group. And I thought this would work nicely for this. I think it did. I did end up having to alter the color, the Be Kind on the pattern. You see that it's in the lighter color floss, but just didn't show up on here, so I opted to do it in the darker color. But it turned out really cute. It was fun to stitch. I'm happy with it. So there's that. So I finished that. Okay, now on to, I'll show you my fully finished stuff right now too. Okay, so here's a fully finished new project bag that I made. Isn't it cute? I love it. I love the cherries and the green and this fabric on the top. Thought it worked out nicely. I put the green on the inside and a little bit of that on the other. So I have nothing in here yet, but I don't know, I'll put something in. So there's that. Then I stitched up and finished this little, this is a little freebie from Colorado Cross Stitcher. I think, is that the name of her floss tube? I'm pretty sure. She has a, her own store. And this was free on her website. Now, I probably didn't put enough. I use these little plastic beads. What are they called? I can't read the thing from here. I didn't put enough, so it's a little bit mushy, I guess is the word I would use. That's okay. Okay, this is another one that I finished. I want to say this is Heart and Hand. Yes, I think so. I know I've showed you the pattern before. I showed you this last time, I think. Okay, so it's not completely finished. My daughter needs to paint this frame for me. I tried yesterday to mix up paint colors to match this green, and I was not even close. So she's the artist in the family, and she'll know what she needs to add to get to that color. So this is just a little, I don't know what you call this kind of frame. Here's the green that I attempted. As you can see, it's not good. Anyway, this just kind of fits inside of here. I picked this up it was either Hobby Lobby or Joann's. I don't remember, but whenever I see square frames, I buy them because I always seem to have square projects. So, okay, so that one is almost finished, but not quite, but it will be sooner than later. Sorry, just dropped something here. Okay, and then my next fully finished is from the Blue Flower, and I framed this one. Now this was a frame I bought on Amazon. It was pretty inexpensive. And I figured it's fine, there's some black in here, so a black frame usually works with anything, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, how it turned out. This took me longer than I ever would have anticipated, but I think it's pretty and I'm pleased with it. Okay, so excuse my coughing. I never had allergies as a child, and I have developed them as I've gotten older, and wow, I got hit the other day. It's been, well, there's so much pollen in the air. I know everybody's suffering from this, so I'm not alone, but you know, all the drainage and stuff in your sinuses, and it always gets me as a cough. So there is that. Okay, now here's some new stuff that I got. All right, here's the other half of that fabric. I cut it in half for that project I showed you earlier. And then this was the other, oh, I know, this was the other, the one I just showed you, the B one, I cut a piece of this fabric out, as you can see. So this fabric is from Bestitch Me, and it is, the color is Grog, G-R-O-G-G, and it's a 36 count linen. This one, let me tell you what the color is of this one. Also 36 count linen, gorgeous grape. I'm gonna have to edit out all my coughing. Oof. Okay. So that's 2 new pieces of fabric. I just got an email today that my next 2 pieces of fabric have shipped, so we'll see what those are. That might, I'm gonna decide this month, depending upon what I get, if I should stick with the neutral and the colorful subscription, or just stick with neutral. I think I probably should stick with neutral, because I just use neutrals more. So, okay, so here's something that's bugging me right now. See all this reflection in my glasses? These are new glasses. I picked them up. I ordered them from Zenny, which is an online company where you can order glasses. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give them a try. I had ordered a pair last year, ordered a pair of sunglasses, and they're fine. I don't wear them very much. But there was a slight change in my prescription, and I thought, I'm just going to try Zenny, and if I'm not happy with them, I can go back to my old pair of glasses. But I didn't want to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars at the eye doctor, which is what I tend to do. So I decided I'm going to go with the basic package for these glasses. So the frames weren't expensive, the lenses, like, you know, there's so many options you can pick from, and I don't know one from the other. And I'm sure if anybody who is in the eye doctor business is watching, this is probably making them unhappy. But anyway, I just thought I would try Zenny for glasses. So I just ordered the bare minimum of everything, but I ordered anti-glare because I do have that feature on my other glasses. Well, I'm pretty sure they didn't put it on these because there is all kinds of glare in these. And as I was setting this up, trying to figure out where to put the camera, I couldn't find a good spot to avoid the glare. So what are you gonna do? Okay, now here's some other new things I bought. Oh, I got some thread. Oh, so it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and my husband and daughter got me a gift certificate to 1-2-3 Stitch. So I used it, and I used it all. I was very generous with myself, but it was fun. So I got this by La Di Da, All Our Troubles. This is the pattern, and it says, if all our troubles were hung on a line, you would take yours and I would take mine. And I think that is so true. The fabric that I bought, I think that this is the called for fabric. This is 32 count light mocha. This is Belfast linen. Maybe it's not the called for. It might have been, the called for might have been out of stock, but it's very close. And then these are the colors. I think they work very nicely on here. I typically, when I order a project, I don't order all the DMC because I have so much DMC. But I thought, you know what, this is my birthday present. I'm just gonna order the DMC and it'll all be right there together, and I can just throw it in a project bag and get started right away, and I don't have to fiddle with finding all the colors. So I probably shouldn't have done that, but I decided to treat myself. Okay, here's the next one. Also Jardin Privé. I wish I could pronounce that properly. This is called, oh boy, it's in French. This is called this. for those of you who speak French. It has something to do with the months, I would imagine. I just thought it was cute. I always kind of gravitate toward things with months, the months of the year, and I'm not sure why. This is going to be stitched on. This is definitely not the same linen. Let's see. They stitched it on 20 count vintage country mocha. So 20 count. I wonder, did they stitch it over 2? They must have. So that comes to 10 stitches an inch. That's pretty big. Anyway, I got 36 count. And I'm planning on stitching it over 2 with 1 strand of floss. And these are all the pretty colors. So, there's that. Stick that one in a project bag. What else? Oh, okay, this one. This is by Teresa Kogut. And this is going to be, this is pretty ambitious. There's a lot of stitching in there. But I really love folk art, and I really like the colors in this. And I just like her lettering, and that it says whimsical down here and folk art up here. I think it's cute. And it says, nature fortifies the soul and brings peace to the heart, from which love flows like a river. So, I didn't buy fabric with this. I bought all the floss. She stitched it on, or whoever stitched it. Let's see. The model was stitched 1/2 on 40 count Thornfield by Needle and Flax. So when I ordered this, I knew that I had a piece of 40 count fabric that I got from, I can't think of the name. I know I talked about this last time. I can't think of the Shakespeare's Peddler. Is that right? Something like that. And this is the 40 count, but now that I see it, I don't want to use it, because this is this is really pink. It doesn't show quite so much up on the screen here, but it's really pink. It's too pink. And this is almost white. You know, there's a little bit of, there is some modeling in here, but I think basically it was on white to begin with, and I'm going with white. I don't like this pink. I know I won't be happy with it. So I'm leaving that. Not going to use that. These are all the colors. Oh, I'll put it over the pink here. You can see them a little bit better. I mean, it would be okay, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it on the pink. So, but I have all the floss. So here's a question. How's about thread drops? So, oops, something's alarming me here. Here's what I want to know. When you folks take your DMC and put it on thread drops, if you use them, and if so, do you just cut it like right here and then have a really short piece of thread? Because that is about what? This is about 5 inches, 6 inches. Let's see, let me measure it here. Yeah, this is 6 inches. So that would be a 12-inch piece of floss, which for me is way short. I tend to stitch with pretty long pieces of floss. I probably shouldn't, but I do. But I unwound those 3 for that purple one, the witch one, and I just ended up unwinding all of the floss and then kind of regrouping it to make it a little bit longer when I put it on the thread drops. And I don't want to do that to all of these. I don't want to unwind them all. That will take me forever. And I tend to feel like if I like putting things on floss drops, especially if I'm stitching over one, then you just pull the one floss out and it works really nicely. Not over one, but stitching with one. So I guess I'm just going to have to stitch with shorter threads. But if somebody has an idea or knows something that I don't know, let me know. You know, because look at this. Look at how much longer. Now this one, I will just cut it right here, you know, down at the bottom, and that'll be a nice, let's see, how long will that be? That'll be about 18 inches long, which is, that would be perfect. So, I don't know. I gotta figure that out. But if anybody has any brilliant ideas, let me know. Okay. I think that's all the new stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I got a couple of books. Now these, this book is called, it's from the Fitzwilliam, it's Fitzwilliam Museum Handbooks. It's called Samplers. And this is just a book about old samplers. And there's, you know, pictures and then a description and probably what they know about that sampler. Or this right here, this description probably doesn't even pertain to this particular sampler, but it's a sample of a whitework sampler, and then they describe everything you ever want to know about whitework samplers. Here's another one, a commemorative sampler, and they're beautiful. And then there's lots of information. You know, I collect books pretty much like I collect cross-stitch supplies. So I haven't even cracked this book open. And I've had it for many years. But I should read it, you know? Here's another one. This is a Spanish colonial, probably Guatemalan, it said, around 1738. Look at that. Wow. That is, there's a lot of work there. I wonder how long that took, whoever made it. Lojizo Antonio Sanchez. Año de 1738, 1738. Oh, okay, I see. So year of 1738. Very neat. And here, this is a German band sampler, last quarter of the 18th century. I think I'm gonna start reading this book and learn some stuff. I think I should. Oh dear. Okay. Here is another book, last book. This one, oh, I told you the name of that. This is Samplers and Antique Needlework, and it is published by Just Cross Stitch. Wait, let me go back to this first one and see when it was published. Pretty old, I'm sure. 1997. Okay, and this one also published in 1994. Okay, so this one is a typical sampler book. It's got pictures of samplers and it has patterns. Excuse me. Okay, I got smart and I used sticky notes and I marked a few. Oh, you don't want to see that. All right, wait. How am I going to do this? Here, I'm going to put Teresa Colgate right here. Do it this way. Okay. This is From the Heart sampler. Very pretty. This one, I'm going to go. This is a heart sampler, which has a lot of specialty stitches in there. And probably, is that a little bit of heart hanger in there? Yeah, there is. Here's a close-up of that one. It's beautiful, really beautiful. And they have it in, no, that's in a frame. I thought it was in a box, but it is in a frame. The mat on there looks like that is a silk. That mat is made out of silk. Look at that, wow. And then they have little things attached to it. Fancy, fancy. I feel like I might have made something out of this book. This looks vaguely familiar to me. I'm gonna have to go through it a little closer. Like, this is what looks familiar to me. Oh, there we go again with the stitches. This shaker box sampler, the glare is just, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. That looks vaguely familiar, but I don't own it anymore. If I did make it, I must have given it to somebody. Who knows? And then in the back there is an index with a lot of, let's see, or glossary, I guess is the correct word I'm looking for. Yes, a glossary for collectors of needlework tools. And there's great pictures in here and all these, you know, names of tools and a description of what they're used for and how they're used. So that's pretty cool. This is a nice book, very nice book. If you can get your hands on it and you like samplers at all, I would say this is a good one. So anyway, I got that. When did I say? 1998, 97, something like that? I forget. 94. So, what is that? 30 years ago, almost 30 years ago? 29. Time flies when you're having fun. So I think that's it. Oh, here, wait, no, I got a couple of scissors. 2 pair of scissors. Got these on Amazon. These, I thought they were a little bit smaller, but they're fine. I'll put them in my couple of project bags. These did have, that's just something to warn you about if you ever buy scissors. These had, when I was looking at them, they had quite a bit of oil here, which I'm sure they just oiled the little hinge. So wipe them off before you stick them in your bag with your needlework, because you don't want to get oil in anything. Okay, so that's it, I think. I feel like I skipped something. I probably did. As soon as I press stop, I'll remember. So I hope you're all having a nice weekend. For those of you in the United States, this is Memorial Day weekend. I took Friday off, and I have today off, Saturday, and I have tomorrow, and I have Monday off. So I am very grateful for that. We're going to have some friends over tomorrow, and it's a nice weekend. It's beautiful weather we're having right now. A little colder than normal, but that's okay with me. And next week's supposed to get really, really hot. So I'm enjoying the cooler weather while it's here. So thanks for staying tuned, and we'll see you. I can't promise when we'll see you. One of these days soon. You know, I'll try to be, I'm not making any promises. That's what my mom used to say. I don't make promises, she said. That was a good policy, I think. Okay, thanks. Have a great day. Bye.